Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, look, Dan isn't napping, guys. He is not napping. Wow, wow, wow. Cannot believe you. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Good morning. Most of these names kind of seem to be going sideways for now. The only thing I'm missing here is open. Open door. Not a bad looking chart, but also nothing crazy, right? TIVC has been the one for now. So interesting. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. And hopefully it's not a slow day and we can make some monies. Alrighty, so TIVC is probably the best looking name going into the open. I was looking at the IPO list, and we had an IPO coming out today, but it wasn't really anything that I was overly interested in. The bottom one's priced, but the top one isn't priced. So the bottom one's an uplisting. PPCB is an uplisting. So that $4 uplisting, and then the other one's an actual IPO, but I could not find a priced document. So I don't know if that's actually priced yet, but I'm sure it's coming. So anyways, nothing overly exciting. And so we'll keep an eye on that list and see if we can go from there. Alrighty. It's trying to bounce up the 200 EMA there, which is support, right, Patrick? That demand zone, the 200 EMA, a bit of a double bottom. So a few good things going on here. Again, the analyst report was $10. It's not going to $10. It never is going to $10. It's just to create a bit of momentum, you know. Yeah, let's go, Danny. Well done. Hello, hello, hello. Well done. Congratulations. I like it. Yeah. We'll see if that thing can stay above the 200 EMA and then push from there. Cool. PMNT. This one's been good since last night. This one's been the cooker. The cooking stock. This one should have been anyways. But yeah, so for now there's a lot of resistance up here in this supply zone. So going into the open, I think we want to maybe see a dip ski closer to like mid 60 to low 60s, or just break above 75 cents. Alrighty, so we have a lot of resistance up there, 75 cents. So if we can break above that level, then we might be ready for another push on this one. So we're looking for that low 60, right, or breakout. Either or, there's nothing to do here. There's a bit of support here at 66, 67. I don't know if that's a risk worth taking with 5 minutes to go though. Alrighty. TIVC, like I mentioned, this one's probably been one of the best performing stock now, coming into the open, and then we hit a double top. So I like what that's done. For now, if you're interested in this, I would almost like to see this thing stay above 480. Alrighty, so which it kind of is holding. You can kind of see where this 480 level is coming from, right? So I call it 480. It's anywhere from like that to $5, right? So this whole range here is kind of what it's playing with. I don't know if I trust that level going into the open, but we'll see if it can hold. And then obviously it needs to break above $5.90 at the top of the range. Alrighty, so Mr. Positive, you guys keep spamming CODX, and then we have a whole bunch of other names to look at. A whole bunch. SRXH. This one did really well, and now it's just retracing here back to the 50. So we'll see if this thing can push back into the open. Question for you guys in the chat though. What is your favorite name going into the open? What is your favorite stonk going into the open? Let's see. Perfect. Oh. What's your favorite name going into the open? PMNT. Okay. None yet? That's okay. That's completely okay. NQ. TIVC. TIVC is probably going to be one of the favorite names going into the open. CODX. Yeah, CODX needs to show us some volume and break above the supply zone. Alrighty. Yeah. Is that a new one, Rob, or is that the same one? Trade well today, Dan says. Zen. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, to me, Code X was nice on that initial push. I think we now need to see something else though. I someone sent me a friend request, right? JC, this is you. I'm gonna you need to make sure you have the right account. So JCN sent me a DM saying, no, send me a friend request, and I accepted because he's a member. And then he says, long story short, I was told to block and report you. Sorry. JCN, do better, please. Do better. Alrighty? This is how people get scammed in Discord. You're sending out friend requests and then sending messages. Block the account that's the scammer. Don't send me a friend request and then tell me you want to block me. Ridiculous. Don't make me find you, JCN, in Discord. No. My goodness, what are these spams on my side of the stream? Ish. Spammy. Okay, perfect. So TVIC still looks good. We're holding above that VWAP. Let's see if we can hold at the open and push. SRXH, not a whole lot going on there. PGEN, watch that 200 EMA. PPSI is done okay from the bottom. I still want to see a breakout though. The S&P, meh. We'll talk about this once the market opens. We're probably going to be making new all-time highs again today, because that's what we do. And then PNMT is slowly dipping towards the bottom of the into the low 60s, like we wanted to see. Alrighty, so good, not a bad thing, right? We couldn't break the top of the range. You can see the supply up there, right? So now the question is, can we consolidate in the low 60s and then push at the open? This is looking interesting going into that open though. Again, CODX, right? We'll keep an eye on this one, see if we can stay above that 200 EMA, and then go from there. The market's open now, and TIVC is holding that bottom of the range there, but it's still really early on. So patience, patience, patience. Already, patience at the open. We shall see. Also, keep in mind it's Friday, and we've had an amazing week, right? We've had an amazing, amazing week. So, if you need to be patient today, be patient, especially going into the weekend. Andy, again, your first support is right where it's sitting at now, right above $5 there, at $485, right? If it can stay above that level, that's good. And then our next resistance is 585. Yeah, alrighty. So this is my only concern is we're still at the open, right? And we usually have crazy candles like this all the time, so just be patient with that. Come on now, something give us the chaos. Give us the chaos, Pyro. CNFA, good. Uh, Musty. Yeah, I did that already, Musty. I see, and that's that because that's what I thought it was. So I did that. You notice how you don't see them anymore? Yeah, nobody does. But somehow, so then I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I have no idea. Like it's so interesting. I have no idea. Anyways, so this is why we say be patient at the open, right? Because look at TIVC. TIVC is breaking down, right? Yeah. No, no hangout. No hangout. Codex really isn't doing anything I like there yet. PMNT dipped to the low 60 and then back to 69. So it's done exactly what we wanted to see there. It's just these candles at the open are a little bit chaotic. So I would still recommend being patient there. But again, we wanted to see the low 60s on this one, right? PMNT here. Something needs to take over though. Something needs to take over with the volume. 69 cents. It goes 70 pennies. What's PPSI doing? PPSI is actually looking quite good. It's always some of these names, that are not really looking good going into the open that end up somehow performing at the open. 535 resistance on this one. Nice push though. Really nice push them. And TIVC is still dipping, right? So nothing to see there yet. TIVC is halted down, right? So this is why we tell you, hey, be very careful at the open with some of these names, especially the ones that are really close to the high there. It doesn't take very much for them to be halted down. Not very much. Yep. I wish I could on that scanner like everyone else instead of always losing. Jay, don't think it's that simple, right? Because the scanner was calling it at 30 cents and 35 cents and 40 cents, all the way to resistance at 52 cents, right, Jay? So then you bought it at 48 cents. So either you were green at 48 cents a little bit, you just have to manage the trade, Jay, right? So let's hope that we can bounce back up here for you, though. right? So when you're in a position and it's not working, you just have to manage that position to the best of your ability. Understand that things are going to go wrong. You just have to cut them sooner than, so it's not a painful trade. And then look for the next one. Alrighty? It's just part of it. Um Other than news, what's the main point that attracts you to us to a penny stock? The news isn't a factor. Um the news is not a reason why we are attracted to penny stocks or any of these stocks, right? It's always the price action, um, Russ. How well is the stock performing? So we always go back to technicals because even the news can scam you, right? You jump in because they have news and then it goes to the abyss, and then you're like, what happened? Rodolfo says, I watched some of the educational videos, and correct me if I'm wrong. The circle at the bottom line would be buying points, and the circle at the top would be resistance, like the green and red circles. Um, Mostly yes. Mostly yes. Jay, you're back to 40 cents here, right, on our SRXH. So we're slowly coming back here, 41 cents already. So hopefully this thing can come back for you. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. And everything is still looking a bit sus to me, right? So that's why I was saying be patient. Is it halted up? Okay. Yeah. BSLK halted up. Okay. Interesting. So that's halted, and so is TIVC. PGEN really isn't doing very much here. Are we breaking out? Yeah, it's right at that level, isn't it? So candle broke out, but then came back into the range, and it looks like it's pushing for it again. So PPSI is looking nice. PPSI looking very nice. Yeah, this one wasn't really giving us much at the open, coming into the open, but yeah, that candle's still having a hard time closing above 535 though. June? Okay, sounds good. Make sure you have a plan with that though, please. Alrighty, please and thank you. CODX is just going back and forth for now, isn't it? Right? It's like low 30s, 30 cents, 33 cents, 30 cents, 33 cents, just going back and forth. So that thing's gonna need some volume from somewhere. And SRXH looking better there, Jay. So testing the view up here, 33 cents resistance. So at some point, Jay, you're gonna have to, make a decision, right? Do you take a smaller loss or do you just move your stop loss up? Alrighty. So sometimes when you're holding a bag like that, you have to make those decisions. Today still feels like an all over the place kind of day, doesn't it? Right? Thank you, Winterfell. Yeah. I don't quite feel like we have that name yet, that it name. TIVC is back. So maybe TIVC is going to dip and then consolidate somewhere and we can, play with this. But yeah. But now we still have the name is UNH. It's not. Uh, but it's nice of Warren Buffett to buy all the dip skis, SRXH testing 43 cents again here. There you go. 44 cents, Jay. So slowly coming back. TIVC. I was hoping this thing would get to the 200 EMA, but we might not actually get there. We'll see. I'd like to see some higher lows. We can't, just because this thing got halted down doesn't mean that it's garbage yet, right? So if we can get some double bottom, some higher lows, maybe it becomes the play. But for now, it's not sure that it is yet. So we'll see. SRXH is looking nice though, right? Off that 200 almost there. Um, just tapped 45 cents, 40 almost 46 cents there. So again, Jay, your entry was a bit sus, right? So if you bought on the way up, you were green. If you bought on the way down, it extremely gamble because that thing looked pretty weak. But now you're coming back to life. Virtuous, well done. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Is PGEN a watch? Yes. What's your position in PGEN, Chris? What's your position in that play? There's a bit of support there, $2.50. If it breaks below 250, I don't think you want to be you don't want to be in that position. You are Lion PGen? Okay, yeah. Hopefully you can stay above $2.50 there though. Not yet. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so a bit of support at 250 and then a lot of resistance at 285. Tony, 31 cents. Okay. Yeah, that thing just seems to be going back and forth. It needs it's at a really good level. It just needs the volume to come in. Just needs the volume, and there's none of it, right? It's been consolidating double bottom 200 EMA demand zone. It has all the ingredients at that price. It's just missing the volume. Just missing the volume. There goes TIVC retesting 490 again. SRXH just had a beautiful pop, right? So Jay, you're back to break even, right? Now you can smile again, or you can right, make a decision. So LPTX, thank you, Rob. Thank you, thank you. You happier now, Jay? You happier now? So that's a beautiful comeback, isn't it? Again, this is why we don't throw these stocks in the bin just because they're selling off into the open. You have to give these names a few minutes at the open to really decide which ones you like and which ones you don't. So and BSLK is still halted up here. Still halted up. You can clearly see the double top there though, right? For $500 gain. Let's go, Eric. Well done. Yeah. Mark, what's your entry price on that? So here comes a retest of that 50 cents ish again, right? 50 cents really isn't resistance. It's a little bit higher, closer to 52 for now. So, but just be aware though, you're approaching that double top again. So Jay, don't make the same mistake again, right? So you can see your double top there, right? So there goes CODX with a bit of a pop there. CODX with a bit of a pop. So question is, can we actually break above that stupid resistance though? So 35 cents. Daily target, love it. Floyd, very good scalp. Congratulations. And honestly, I can look at Floyd in the chat and I'm like, oh yeah, I see it right away. Right away, when I look at Floyd's entry and exit, I'm like, perfect. This is what we talked about on a one-on-one, right? That's exactly it. So sometimes I look at the GOAT members and they're just executing trades like robots, like robots executing trades like robots. And I look at the trade and it's like, oh, that's a perfect trade, right? And then someone else will be like, hey, when do I get in? I'm like, well. Anyways, that's a beautiful trade, Floyd. Beautiful textbook. Give me a high five. Well done. Yeah, beautiful. Now go outside. Go outside. Go to the farm, Floyd. Anyways, so we need to break above this double top here for another run on SRXH. All right, it kind of looks like a 1-2, doesn't it? Right, kind of looks like a 1-2 here. So 52 cents was that last high. Here we go. Here we go. Type yes in the chat if you're in SRXH. Type yes in the chat if you're in this one. Type yes in the chat if you're in this one. Yeah, CODX is looking good too, isn't it? So CODX just tap 36 cents, 36.50. There we go. Okay, right? It takes a few minutes and then we start to move, you know? It takes a few minutes. Then we're like, okay, we like this one. We like this one. Make sure you're moving your stop losses up though, please. Alrighty. Make sure you're moving those stop losses up on these names here. Mm-mm-mm. More like a good X. Let's go. I like it. That's a very good scalp, by the way. That's a very good scalp. That was a good alert, Rob, with LPTX. Very good scalp. Yeah, and then obviously that supply zone for CODX. Just be careful up there. Yeah. Not really performing. We still need to break and close by 52 cents, right? We're still feeling at that double top. You know what's funny, guys? Is Floyd took the same trade. BSLK is on halted here. You know what's funny? Floyd took the same trade. Um, Floyd took the same trade as T in Discord, right? What's the connection there? Oh, they're both gold members. Almost like we talked about the same thing, you know. Alrighty, well done, Floyd. Getting the gold membership has helped me a lot. Thanks, absolutely. That's what happens, you know, when you get the right tools and you put in the work, Floyd. Right. So congratulations and keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. So SRXH is still trying to break and hold this 52 cents. Let's see if we actually can. See if we actually can break and hold. Did anybody FOMO into a BSLK? Sounds good, Kenneth. Sounds good. SPY is red today. Musty, maybe today's your day with SPY. Okay. SRXH. 55 cents. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. There we go. 56 cents. Whew. I like it. I like it a lot. Your next supply zone is closer to 58 cents then. Boom skis. T says, I got my entire entry and exit plan from Gold membership. The plans work if you're wondering. Yeah. Look at that. The Gold members are cooking. Gold memberships paid for. Yup. So let's see if we can clear this supply zone here. 58. There we go. 59. Yeah, Jay, are you still in that position? Just move your stop loss up, right? Just move your stop loss up. Alrighty. Especially around 60 cents then. You're gonna have some people taking some gains. Yeah. So don't go red, right? Don't go red now. So you've been blessed with, I know you were complaining, but you've been blessed with one that's working. Just make sure you stay green. Cool? Cool. What else do we like here other than code X a little bit and SRXH? What else do we like? Nothing? Nothing. But green is good, MT. Green is good. Green is good. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Take a second and smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Alrighty, so we like SRXH. We need to break above 60 cents for another push there though. So resistance. And then we obviously like code X, right? but the entry for CODX was closer to 30 cents, obviously, right? Demand zone, again, like I said, we had all the good things. We have the demand zone, we have the triple bottom, we have the 200 EMA, we have all the good things happening at the bottom here, right? All of the good things happening at the bottom here. So which is good. So if you took that entry close to the bottom, perfect, right? Perfect, perfect. The only issue now is we have all of this resistance also at the top. So we're almost just ranging here, right? So we need to break above that range for CODX. Cool? Cool. So we need to, ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go, CODX. CODX is like, my turn, guys. My turn. My turn. My turn. So I'd like to see that thing back in the 40s. Like to see it back in the 40s. That'd be nice. Danny, are you still in that position? Type yes in the chat if you're holding code X. Type yes in the chat if you got some code X. Yeah, so you can see that line at the top there though, right? So just be mindful. Alrighty. Yeah, you just sold IT. Well done. Congrats. Good job. Let's go, Bailey. So we do have a bit of resistance there. Would be nice to break and push for 40 cents. So again, we like this one this morning because they got a price target upgrade. They beat earnings, which is good, right? And then they got a price target upgrade to $10. It's not getting to $10, not even close. I'm hoping that the fact that I've said that now out loud, that it's gonna go to $10. It's not, right? But you can clearly see the resistance, right? So you have to make those decisions. Look at that, right? We're just going up and down, same range. So if you're scalping this thing, you're happy, right? Happy. So top of the range, bottom of the range, top of the range, bottom of the range, right? So this is the top, right? This is the bottom. Back to the top, right? So yeah. So we're gonna need to break out of there if we want to push any higher than that. Alrighty? Cool? Cool. Back to SRXH. Obviously there's resistance right below 60 cents. We're coming back for the retest of the last break zone. Alrighty, so let's see if we can stay above that. Cool? Cool. Uh, yeah, so back to 51. Like I said, do we like anything else today other than these two names, guys? Not yet, right? It's CODX and it's SRXH for now. At least for me, right? Um, yeah, for now. I'm sure something else will move. TIVC is still just looking to consolidate maybe at the 200 EMA. So let's see if that can hold. PMNT looks like we're holding around 60 for now, back to 63. Ashraf, are you still in that position at 65 cents? Alrighty, so we need some boomskis. And obviously you can see that double top there for PPSI, right? So PPSI is going to need to break above 535 if it wants to cook. The S&P really isn't doing much from green to red. So maybe it's because it's Friday. We'll see. Let me take a look at bullish AI. Yeah, they're selling it off to the actual low is 68 cents. So I think that's what we kind of talked about yesterday, right? We'd like to see that thing at the low lows, like at the actual double bottom. So 68 cents if that can hold, that'd be good. So again, same nothing's changed. The two main names for now, right? SRXH and CODX. One of them needs to break though. So this is a beautiful retest though, isn't it? So breakout, retest of the breakout level, and then we're trying to curl back up, right? And then obviously we're gonna have that resistance at 60 cents there. Alrighty. And then CODX, again, we know what this thing needs to do, right? We know what it needs to do. Let's see. Yeah. Mm, so AMPG. Okay. Tony, send it. Yeah, break that 38 cents. SRXH. Ooh, look at that beauty, guys. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at this beautiful thing. Jay, are you still in your position? Look at that beautiful thing, guys. Look at that beautiful thing. That's a beautiful technical chart, by the way. It's almost like chart to work, just once in a while, right? Just once in a while. So again, the breakout, the double top, the initial resistance, the breakout, the retest of the breakout, and the boom skis, right? Now we need to close above 60 cents if we want to keep pushing. Well done, Eric. To the kernel, you were close, very close. So 60 cents is still your next resistance, though. Alrighty, so right there, we still need to break and close above that level, and then ready for the next push. Yeah, there goes a BSLK. Nice pop there. Yep, looking good. I like it. PGEN? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Come on now. 63 cents. There we go. Brand new highs. Unfortunately. Well, well, yeah, yeah, that thing's looking very weak, isn't it? So, and also what I've mentioned in the past multiple times. You're still in? Let's go, Jay. Again, you know what to do, right? Take gains at some point, move your stop loss up at some point. Right? Don't you're nice and green now. So make sure you move that stop loss up at the very least. Alrighty? At the very least, move the stop loss up. If you go red, I will personally find you. I will Google you and find your address. And then visit you with a cane. Alrighty? So 52-week highs maybe. There we go. At some point, we're going to come back and retest 60 as well. But for now, the momentum is looking okay. Line, have a wonderful weekend as well. You're in at $30, Saint? Yeah, I'll take a look in a few minutes here. I will take a look ski. Okay, can we get another boom ski candle? The current high is 65.32. So right around 65-ish, and we're going back for it. Come on. Yeah, Saints, I'll take a look. $65 is always a bit of a mental level, isn't it? Right? It's like every 5 cents. There we go. Boom skis, brand new high, 66. Looking nice. Looking nice. Looking very nice. Again, keep creeping those stop losses up. When it comes to technical analysis, guys, like if you just trust the charts, right? CODX hasn't done anything that isn't predictable, right? So you can clearly see the resistance at the top in the red zone, and it's also stalling there for multiple candles. That looks like a T-Rex, doesn't it? Right? So sometimes when you're watching the charts, just make the decisions. Just make the decision Do the right thing. Listen to the charts. Alrighty, just listen to the charts. Because sometimes when you're hoping for a breakout and it doesn't break out and you had those gains, it's painful. You know, very painful. Yeah, Arjun, have a stop loss, right? So you've been cooking, right? You can't let that stock going down put you in a big losing position, because then you're just right. You trading is about like taking the wins, also managing the losses so it doesn't catch up to the to the wins, and then you're still ahead, right? And you stay ahead, alrighty. So you're already out, okay. Let's go. Look at that, guys. Floyd got my daily goal on the first trade. Let's go. And then now you're just paper trading, Floyd. Beautiful. So goal has been made, and now Floyd is paper trading, right? That's work, dedication. PSLK still looking good here, pushing for brand new highs. So then 1070 there, and then push for $11. Okay. There it goes, 1080. BSLK. And there goes Andrew. There goes Andrew. Welcome to the community, Andrew. I think you signed up for the Andrew's like, I just want to be a goat. I just want to be a goat, he says. Andrew, welcome to the community. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat, okay? Click that invite. It's going to take you straight to Discord. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Once you follow the steps and you connect, there's a calendar in the one-on-one channel. Use the calendar and schedule something. Alrighty? In the meantime, just take a look around and ask questions. Everybody's going to be in Stock General and on stream. So if you have any questions, let us know. But yeah, make sure you schedule something using the calendar with your membership. Rob, did you FOMO into this one? So here comes our retest of 60 cents, like we mentioned, right? So we break out, we have the retest. How do you schedule a one-on-one? There's a calendar link in the one-on-one channel. So once you follow the steps with that link I sent you and you connect and all the channels open, go to the one-on-one channel. There's a calendar, not the voice one, the typing one. There's a calendar link in there. You might have to scroll up a little bit, but there's a calendar and then book something in there. Alrighty. So here comes a retest of 60 cents for SRXH and then a bounce, right? So yeah. Blue Wing, yes, twice a month. Twice a month. Welcome, Andrew. Let me know if you have any issues connecting. There goes BSLK here, brand new highs of the day. So 1127 at the top. That's a really nice push, isn't it? Rob, did you FOMO into this one? Did you send it for fourth Andy? You have $4,000 to spend. Um, so you're looking for something to get into? Monies. $11 again. $11.38. Brand new highs on BSLK. Anybody else FOMO into this one? I know Rob FOMOed. There goes 11.20. I was about to say 11.11. Make a wish. What do you wish for? For more gains? 11:35. 11:40. You did 978. Very nice. Blue Wing, good job. Now you can use some of the gains to become a gold member. uh, love it, Rob. Yeah, love it. So it looks like CODX is still playing with that same bottom there, guys. Just be careful. Make sure you have a good stop loss, please. Right? SRXH is still holding that 60-cent breakout, so retest, push, right? And then BSLK is obviously the one that's cooking for now. Alrighty. PGEN is curling. Okay, good. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, open needs to give you a breakout. That's what it needs to do. A break, a big boomski candle. Back to the main stock of the day. Look at this beautiful chart, guys. Is there anything more beautiful than this? Is anything more beautiful than this chart, guys? Is anything more beautiful than this? You want to know why this is so beautiful? Because it's so predictable, right? Look at what's happening. We have a breakout, right? You can see the resistance, you can see the double top, and then we come back and retest it, right? The red candles come back to that zone. We have the next breakout, then you have the red candle come back and test it, and then boom, right? Anything more beautiful than technical analysis that's working out so well, right? Anything? I don't think so, right? Look at that. Beautiful. 70 cents resistance there. Jay, have you taken profits yet or you're still in? Whew, beautiful. Pushing for 71 cents here. That thing said resistance. Where? Just let me cook, please. Type yes in the chat if you're still in a SRXH. Type yes in the chat if you're still in this one. It took yours? What do you mean? You took I took mine. Uh when scammers don't have the groupie hands all over it. Yup, 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 yup. This is technical analysis at its finest, Just beautiful. Yeah, you took your gains. Okay, nice, Caitlin. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Let's go, Misfits. Making more monies again. Let's go. Good job. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I still think though, right? I hate it here. I still think you could have taken the gains. For I personally think you could have taken the gains for Codex at a level that was obviously resistance, and then you probably would have found an opportunity here, right? So, um, yeah, right. Again, Code X still looks okay because it's still in that range, but you could have taken that resistance at a double top, triple top supply zone, failing, right? And then watched it come back to the bottom and get back in because now it's back to 33 cents, so it's trying again. And or just come back to a stock that was actually the best stock, right? So it's not about picking the right name. It's about you make a decision and you're winning on that decision, and or you're not winning and you make a decision and you move on to the next one, right? Because I think right away we could tell like XSRXH was the best name, right? So exactly. I hate it here. Absolutely, I agree. I absolutely agree. And honestly, if you're a good member, this is easy for you. Easy. Alrighty. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save this one for the next person I have a one-on-one with, and then we can talk about it. Andy, did you just become a gold member? I think so. I think Andy, yeah, Andy, let's go. Andy, go to the one-on-one channel in Discord and schedule a one-on-one. Alrighty? There's a calendar there. So scroll down a little bit and schedule something. Okay. So I'm gonna add this one to the notes, okay? So SRXH. So next person we have a one-on-one with, we'll talk about this one. Cool. Yeah. Again, this chart is beautiful and pretty easy. Let's go, Jay. Come on. Come on. I made $1,200 today, sold at 74. Thank you. Finally a great day. Come on, Jay. Right? Now to me, what you need to do is make sure when you take losses, right? You need to have a cap for your losses, right? So you know what they say, right? Let your winners run and cut your losers quickly, right? So Jay, well done. I'm very happy for you. That's amazing. Good. So again, there's never a need for you to take a $1,200 loss, right? If you make $1,200 and you lose $1,200, I will find you. I will find you and I will ban you. Alrighty? So keep those losses smaller. If something isn't working, take that $200 loss, take that $100 loss, have a stop loss, have a plan, right? And then go from there. Cool? Well done, Jay. Give me a high five. I like it. Good. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I think Jay tagged me somewhere. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Jay. Let's go. Love it. Beautiful. Brian got in at 62 cents and out at 70 cents, right? Beautiful, Brian. Again, you notice how it's not about getting in at the beginning. It's not about getting in at the beginning, right? So some of you guys are getting in the 60s when we retest and curl, and you're selling in the 70s. That's still an amazing trade, right? So, yeah. Alrighty. Good job, guys. Eric, you made $770. Look at this. Love it. Perfect. Right? Cooking. Cooking. Futa as long as it stays above 30 cents. Right? We came into the day saying, oh, TIVC is looking like really good, right? Because it did really well, right? But then it also kind of looked sus right away at the open. So we just walked away, right? We just, if something doesn't look good, we walk away right away. We walk away. We go to the one that actually looks good, right? We're not here to be right. We're here to make money. Always remember that. We don't care if we're wrong as long as we're making monies. So if you made monies on SRXH, type yes in the chat. And it doesn't quite look like it's done yet, does it? The only concern now though is you're in a supply zone and you're stalling. So I think you should be aggressive with that stop loss now or take some gains. Right? It doesn't look like it's done, but it's in a red zone and it's also stalling. So yeah, type yes in the chat if you made monies on this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love it. Well done, everybody. High fives. High fives. Friday vibes. Went to Water Roses and returned to a nightmare, Joel. How did you get into a trade and go outside? You're very brave. How? That Jay, congratulations. Yeah. And if you're still struggling with those entries, take some of that monies and become a gold member. Alrighty? May you make gains, you invest in yourself. So this is what I mean, right? So we're in that red zone, we're stalling, right? So you want to be careful. You want to move that stop loss aggressively high, or you want to take some gains. Alrighty? Well done, 3x. Michael, in at 60 cents. Well done. Yeah, PMNT is just kind of like it's not really giving us anything we like other than the fact that it's holding 50 cents. So as long as it stays above 50 cents, alrighty? As long as we stay above 50 cents there. CODX is just an annoying stock at this point because it's just doing the same thing over and over, right? And it just didn't have enough volume to break out because everybody ran to this one. So let the roses die. Exactly. Let's go. Cooking all day. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Thank you, Virus. Don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom in the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty, sign up for the legend or the gold level. Come join us in Discord. If you're new to the community, I'm gonna make a new video tomorrow that explains all the channels because we've had new channels, so I'll make a new one. And then also, if you are new, make sure you spend time going through the channels in Discord, guys. Uh, uh, um, alrighty. Make sure you take the weekend. Take advantage of the weekend. Watch some of the videos. Go through all the channels. Know where everything is at. Alrighty. uh, alrighty. So make sure you really spend time. The weekends to me are that's the time where you go through the channels, you ask questions in stock general, like anything you're unsure of, you want to figure it out on the weekend. There goes PMNT. I hate it here. Are you still in this one? Are you still in PMNT? Because it's coming back a little bit for you there. How can I get the Discord link? Again, if you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbox. Alrighty, you have to become a member first, right? So you have to become a member first on YouTube's, and once you do, then you get the link. Look, oh, something I'm not missing on. La, 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 perfect. Okay, I'm gonna repost the link. There you go. Back to 60 cents. Yeah. So if you want to join us, click that link and come and become a legend. Again, make sure you sign up for the right level, Franco. Legend or goat. Alrighty, if you're just looking for legend, if you're just looking for Discord, sign up for the legend level. If you're looking for one-on-ones as well, then sign up for the goat level. Alrighty. I thought today was going to be a bit of a slow Friday. Coming into the open, like the names are way too random, but yeah. But it's been a good start. Honestly, even if you bought CODX and you sold at 37, 38 cents, you did well, right? As annoying as this thing is, it's giving you something, it's giving you, some opportunities. So it's just annoying for now. BSLK has done really well, right? So nice little push. And then obviously SRXH has been the one, but then we have that red zone in there, right? So now we want to be careful, alrighty? So we'll just give it a bit of time. Let's go, Rob. No, yeah, we've cooked this week. Like, we've really cooked this week. Like, we've cooked. If you're green for the week, type yes in the chat. If you're green for the week, type yes in the chat. Let's go, Joel. There we go. Come on, you can curl. Yeah, back to 70. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Green for the day, week, month, year. Let's go. Come on, Yogi. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. Look at this thing cook, guys. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's funny, guys? Not that it's funny. But you know how we keep saying this chart is like the best chart? You know how we keep saying like this chart is so amazing? Oh my gosh, it's so amazing, right? You want to see what just happened again? So this was our last breakout. What do you think happens, guys? What do you think happens when you break out? This was resistance, clearly. This was the breakout, clearly. This was the retest, clearly. This is the boom skis, clearly, right? Has that thing done anything different today? Has it done anything different other than do exactly that? Other than do exactly that, right? Look at that. Breakout, retest. Breakout, retest. Breakout, retest. Boom skis. Beautiful, isn't it? What a beautiful chart. Shish. What a beautiful chart. Well done, Chris. So let's see if we can break out again here. Alrighty. I mean, on the retest, Quitty, yes, not at the highs, right? In the red zone. You kind of missed it already. Joel, welcome to the community. This is your invite, okay? Click that invite at the bottom there and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty? So click the link at the bottom of the chat there. So no, it's not worth FOMOing in a red zone if if that's what you're looking at. Alrighty? This is easier for people that are just locking in gains, right? and now we're coming back down because again we are in the red zone. Red, no so good to be FOMOing, right? No good. Now we're dropping. This chart's been very nice though. So if you played with this, you made monies on it. Alrighty. So I like that. Thomas. Hopefully you took the gains. Alrighty. Hopefully you took the gains. And here maybe here comes a proper sell-off. And then consolidation. A proper deeps. Yeah. Yeah. When you see red and you see a whole bunch of candles failing at the same spot, maybe you have a problem there, right? 75 cents. Why is this line here? Oh, that's because that's, yeah, never mind. But yeah, so 75 cents, right? Psychological level, red zone, multiple candles failing there. You just want to be aware of that. Alrighty. So let's see if that thing can dip and consolidate again somewhere. Cool. But this one's been nice. It's been nice. Love it. Green for the day, year, month. Let's go, Yogi. If you're red for the week, if you're red for the week, type yes in the chat, and let us know what killed you this week. Yeah, exactly, T. Exactly. So it's important to just just be aware of it. Like just the fact that you have red on your screen, it's like, oh no, right? If you're red for the week, type yes in the chat and let us know what killed you. Right? Let's go, Diaz. $6,000 in gains. Let's go. Well done. Spy. Sonoma, JV. Okay. Yeah, you keep those losses smaller, right? So I can kind of see the theme there. 10% green. Yeah. Staying too long. Yep. Yep. As long as you're aware of like what's causing the problems, I think you're making progress. Alrighty. Um, there you go. Staying too long. XPON. You lost on XPON. Yeah. I think when I see stuff like that, there goes BSLK, right? So that thing is looking for the highs of the day there, looking good. Um, yeah. So again, when you have a bad week like that, especially like when you have a bad week in a week that the market's cooking, then you need to go back and see what the problem is, right? Being too greedy, yep, right? If you lost an XPON, it's definitely greed. It's the stock cooked. That thing was up 300%, right? So there's definitely some greed there, um, right? So being greedy, staying too long, FOMOing at the wrong time. You need to go back and look at that stuff, right? Spend the weekend looking at your trades, saying, you know what, like everybody seriously made money on XPON on this one. How the hell did I lose? Right? Did I come in too late? Did I hold too long? Right? How can I fix this? Alrighty. You want to have that level of awareness that you can look at your trades with, without the emotional side and just understand that it's not personal. You're genuinely doing your best and you're trying to make progress. Right? It's not personal. So so go back and look at those trades over the weekend. And if you need to ask for help, you have a community for a reason, right? Ask in Stock General, like, hey guys, what could I have done better here? Right? And we'll tell you. Alrighty. So we will tell you is was spot on. There you go. Right, Patrick, beautiful. The educational loan, Patrick, will is more than the price of the membership, right? So again, all of that stuff is in Discord. If you pay attention to the education channel, right? List of mistakes and rules. So anyway, so yeah, this one's looking good. Looking for $12 there, and then you had that supply zone and was still dipping. So if you're looking for an entry on this one, I would recommend you wait for a bit of consolidation. Alrighty, wait for a little bit of consolidation. Bullish is still holding that 68 $70, which is nice. AI. Yeah. Uh, Smelly Octopus, are you a real person? Smelly Octopus says, "I'd love to join your stream whenever you're." Yeah, so Monday to Friday, 9-10 a.m. Ish Eastern time. So yeah, join us. Alrighty, join us. Again, CODX still looks good, guys. Like, look at this, right? Is anybody still holding CODX? Right? To me, like you could have bought CODX at the bottom and sold at the top, and bought at the bottom and sold at the top, and then bought again at the bottom, right? It's the same level. But the difference now is you're back to green. You know what I mean? And also, like, let's say you bought at 31 cents and you sold at 37 or 38 cents, and then you get back in at 31 cents. Now you have the cushion from the profits from the last run, right? So even if we do break below, you're like, you know what? I lost some of my gains, right? Or you can put a stop loss at break even, or you can take more gains if you want to, right? Follow the chart, listen to the chart until the chart tells you otherwise. Alrighty? Listen to the chart until it tells you a different story. Gives us all something to strive for. It absolutely does. um, answers always be the same. Not a damn thing. Ah, not a damn thing. BSLK is looking beautiful though, isn't it? Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. Soul, you got in at 10 Look at that, guys. Soul is a brand new member, got into this at 10:20 in Discord, and it's at 12:50. Right? So if you're not a member, you're truly missing out. There you go. Should I take a shower and come back? No. Oh, there you go. $13. Woo, beautiful. Looking beautiful. Look at that thing cook, guys. 1340. Patrick, I hope it does. It's at 35 cents. I hope it does. So there's your next supply zone, right? There's your next supply zone, 1350. So just be careful up there. There you go. So stay green there, so please, please, and thank you. I would really like to see Codex break, but my goodness, like where the hell is the volume? Where? Or is someone just accumulating? I don't know. But now though, all I do know is BSLK is cooked. Cooked. Today's gonna be another one of those days where we rotate from name to name, isn't it? Uh, it's again na. There we go. They do? Pyro, I didn't even pay attention to that. Maybe that's not a good thing. Virus, let me take a look. Pull up the 5 minute. Yeah. Yeah, kind of, right? Kind of there. I wish this double bottom was above the 200 EMA because I would feel really confident with it. But yeah, for now, yeah, kind of a double bottom. I just don't like the fact that it's below the 200 already. BSLH. That was quick. So we BSLK needs to break above this 1350 for the next run up. Alrighty, so that's your next resistance there. SRXH, your next support is closer to 60. So the low 60s here is what it's trying to hold. Alrighty, so we broke below that other level up there, the circles. Now we're looking for this circle down here to hold. Alrighty, so the 60s there. BSLH is bounced really nicely off that double bottom though. Beautiful, right? 68.70 back to 72. And then this one's still looking for that breakout here. TPIC with a bit of a pop. Rob, you saw that 1340, beautiful scalp, right? Beautiful scalp. So again, 1350 resistance, right? 1350 resistance. Surprise, surprise. The criminals take profits at resistance. Alrighty. So you listen to the chart. The chart will speak to you. I would rather listen to the chart, honestly. I'd rather listen to the chart and like mess up. If I want to blame anything, like if I'm gonna blame anything, I'd rather blame my technical ability. My technical ability. Um, alrighty. Like if I'm gonna be wrong, I'd rather have like my technical. Like I'd rather like listen to the chart and be wrong. Because I think I can fix that, right? We can go back and analyze and say, hey, like what the hell happened here? Like, am I just bad at reading charts, or like there's something just happened that was that shouldn't have happened, right? Because then it's not personal. You know what I mean? Um, because if you're not if you take it inside instead, and like if it's internal and it's personal, that's a bigger battle that you're fighting, right? So you don't want it to be psychological, you want it to be technical, if that makes any sense. Alrighty, that makes any sense at all. Hopefully it does. Again, so BSLK, surprise, 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 bit of a supply zone. We're failing, but then we're also retesting that last level there. So let's see what happens. Cool. See if we can hold above. Kind of looks like it's holding it for now. No, 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 no. Looks like it's holding it for now. Already. PGEN. About time. About time one of those names started coming back up. So good. Yeah, so obviously $3 has been a problem since early this morning. So it's nice that it's finally breaking above it, Ahmad. Are you in this one? You in this one, Ahmad? What are you in at? That's a good breakout. It's a very good breakout. Hopefully the volume keeps coming in there. PMNT is honestly like as annoying as this thing is, it's actually done an okay job holding 50 cents, hasn't it? It really just needs to make a brand new high, like break 60 cents and then push for 65. Yeah, like it's there goes PGEN. Yeah, Justin, you got more than what you asked for. More than what you asked for. So nice break. Can I? Hmm. Let me take a look. TPIC. TPIC. Can you enter now? Or is it too late? It kind of is too late, isn't it? Yeah, you missed the double bottom. Uh, there we go. Moving on. SRXH is still holding that 50 EMA. Like it is fighting here. Fight, fight, fight. That thing to me though needs to close back above that kernel before it's ready to push again. So it's doing its best to hold that 50. It does need to break back up there though. BSLK. What does that thing look like, guys? Like a good chart that's holding the levels that it's supposed to, right? for now, and it does need to break out. Andrew says, "Thank you for the instruction emails. I just signed up and realized I need to watch the depth of hopefully to reach." Okay, sounds good, Andrew. Sounds good. Yeah, like I said, I'll make a new video today to explain all the channels in Discord because I know they're a bit confusing. Um, and some of the channels are no longer, there from the old video, so I'll make a new one today. Tomorrow, probably Saturday. Good morning, Jeff. Ayo, ayo. Good morning, good morning. Coffee break, Jeff? Here we go again. 1330. There goes that 1350 test. Here we go. Here we go. Did Soul take gains? Do you know, Rob? Or there we go. Hopefully he's not taking a shower. And if he is, hopefully this thing's at $20 when he gets back, There we go. 1380. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It comes $14. You can do it. You can do it. Also include instructions on how to find the daily alerts. So hell, yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna make a new video. If you'd like anything added, let me know, guys. Right? Like if you're not sure about something in Discord, let me know and I'll talk about it in the video. Because maybe other people have the same question. SRXH, yeah, it's trying to, right? So like I said, it's fighting for its life at this level, which is good. It's consolidating, right, at the 50 EMA, which is what you want, right? That is exactly what you want, right? So it's a good thing, right? Don't catch the knife when it's falling. Pick up the knife when it's on the floor, just in case if it cuts you, it's a little cut, you know. If you try and catch the knife though when it's falling, your finger could fall off. There you go. So beautiful curl here. Resistance at that next line up there. Ready? That next little line up there. Day one of I'm confused. Anyways, yeah, I want to see that thing break back above, right? Because you can see that line up there, it's gonna act as resistance. So it needs to get back above that. Good job, Brian. I like that. Luel, good job on the profits, by the way. $1,000. Beautiful. Yeah. George, what do I think of DFI? Oh, the warrants for DF. Are you in the warrants? Let me know. I'll take a look. Let me know. Are you in them, and what's your entry? Help me out with the details. Come on now. And again, if you were in this, hopefully you're moving your stop loss up or you're paying yourself on the way up, right? For BSLK here. Hopefully you're taking some gains on the way up. Unfortunately, what's your entry price on the warrants? So that means you're holding a little bag there. Holding a little bag. 651. Okay, let's take a look then. DFLI. See, yeah, you're red in that position then. Oof, there's a lot of redness there. Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of obvious though, isn't it? Again, this is why we like charts, guys, because you can look at this and you can tell. Uh, you can tell right away what the problem is with this one, right? You can tell right away. You're like, where's this supply zone coming from? At 6 cents, 67 cents. It's coming from that level, right? There we go. So we're finally breaking above that 66, 67 for SRXH, which is nice. If you bought the dip back on this thing, type yes in the chat. I still want to see that candle close above and then push for 70 cents down. And then, do you have a stop loss? Any chance this comes back? Um, I would just put a stop loss, George. I would just put a stop loss in that thing. Look at these criminals, guys. Look at these criminals. Look at them. Look at them. Criminals buying the dipskis and we're going back up. Yeah. I like it, right? So again, consolidation at the bottom, right? You don't catch the knife on the way down. You wait for the knife to be laying on the floor and then you can take a risk, right? So now we're kind of dealing with this little resistance here, as you can see, right? This same level here. This is the third time now we're playing with this level, and this goes all the way back here too. So it's almost like when we break below level, we have to reclaim that level, right? So just be aware that that is resistance if you want to take a quick scalp and then go from there. George, your entry wasn't amazing on this one because you kind of FOMO'd into that thing, in a red zone. So yeah, so much redness. This is what happens. And when you're not looking at that chart, you're now in a demand zone. If I was in this, I probably just put a stop loss below 4 cents. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Easy go, it does. CODX is breaking down, right? This is what happens when something isn't gaining the volume that it needs. People eventually sell it, right? So this is why we say trust the chart, guys. Trust the chart, right? If I have a double top there and it's clearly failing, maybe you take the gains, right? Play it off the bottom because you can easily have a tight stop loss. And if it breaks below, we leave it in the garbage, right? Leave it in the garbage. We're not here to, we're just looking for the monies. Anyways, SR, you can see that resistance up there, and we're kind of failing there for now. Kind of failing there for now. Aiden, let's go, Aiden. Well done. In at 10.50, out half, out at 13. Give me a high five. Well done. So make sure you put a stop loss in the rest of the position, though. George, nobody sucks at this. I mean, but then again, everybody sucks at everything, until you learn, right? Um, no one's born being, good at trading, right? They're just things you have to learn to do, so you don't suck. Alrighty. I lost like $2,000 yesterday on BSLK, but at least you made some bank today. Okay, good. Yeah, George, come join us in Discord. Alrighty, you're losing $2,000. Come join us in Discord. Alrighty, don't make me find you. Yeah. Yep, I agree, Yogi. I agree. I think sometimes people don't understand like the level of like again we keep saying this, right? So let's say this is trading. Like let's say this circle is everything that's included in trading, right? you know from psychology, the way you think, to your risk management, to stop losses, to entries and exits, right? All of the stuff that we talk about is maybe like this part of it, right? The rest of it is all of the stuff that goes on in your head, right? All of this, that's it. So sometimes you have to be nice to yourself, because this stuff can destroy you, right? This stuff can destroy you. So you need to be nice to yourself. because no one else will be nice to you. I mean, we'll be nice to you, right? Because we all understand the pain, right? When you've gone through the emotional cycle, you definitely understand, and so you sympathize. But yeah, you have to be nice to yourself, and then focus on this part, right? Alrighty. So, anyways, BSLK, a lot of resistance there at 1350, even though we pushed above, right? A lot of resistance there, and then yeah, SRXH with the Dipsky, right? But again, that resistance it was there, right? 67-ish, 68, right? So you move the stop loss up, you take the gains at resistance. Alrighty. So now let's see if we can Dipsky and then consolidate above 50 cents again here. Cool. Cool. Hopefully we're not done for the day though, because these stocks are looking a bit sussy. PGEN is just sitting below that 315, 320. Yeah. I completely agree, right? 95% of traders who end up losing, 100% of them are not in this room. I agree. I agree because I think we do a pretty good job of dragging people, even if you're struggling. I think the community really helps. So, so yeah, focus on just improving, one step at a time. I promise you, we've all been there. Um, and again, if you're looking for someone as to look up to, look at Yogi, right? Yogi just had his young birthday in the 70s, right? Yogi's been trading since the 90s, by the way, right? A long time, like a long time, right? So listen to Yogi. Anyway, Sam, welcome to the community. Welcome. Click the link at the bottom of the chat. That's your invite to Discord. Click that link. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty, come join us. I think someone. Let's go. Well done. There you go. Soul says that, yeah, well, we're eating steak tonight instead of McDonald's. Let's go. Congratulations. Sam, again, click that link and follow the steps. Alrighty. Watch 50 cents. If it can stay above 50 cents, you might have a chance there. XH. Yeah. So PGEN looks interesting. Your next potential breakout will be at the top of that pivot there. So it's looking okay. Just needs to break out, right? BSLK is coming back for another retest. So let's see what it does. And then this one's playing with the view up there. So I'm not quite as confident to say that this thing's done for the day, right? So I'm not gonna say that, not quite yet. Raymond, you're in at 459. Let's take a look. PPSI. 459. So you basically break even on this position for now. What do I think about it? I don't mind your position. I think it's okay. Right, you're getting in at a triple bottom in a demand zone. You're taking a risk because we're below the 200 and the VWAP, so clearly trending down. But you're also taking a risk at a potential double bottom in a demand zone. So as long as you stay above 445, I think you're okay for now. So make sure you put a stop loss. You just need that volume to come in and push. Alrighty, so it's not a bad position. Sometimes even if it is a good position, it doesn't work, right? So you just need to manage the trade. So for now, you're basically at break even, right? It needs to give you that pop though. It's like it's really trying to. You're just below the 200 and the VWAP, so you're dealing with some chaos, some redness there. Alrighty, so let's see what happens here for SRXH if we can retest 50 cents, right? This is why, guys, we keep saying, hey, move your stop loss up, take gains. Move your stop loss up, take gains, right? Move your stop loss up, take gains. Move it up, take gains, right? PPSI was trying to pop there. So I think I know what Raymond was doing. Raymond wanted to put it in the chat, so it would pop a little bit. I'm kidding. Anyways, right? We do that because as much as we want to sit here and say, oh, this stock is going to keep going, it's going to keep going, right? That's not why we're here. Like, that's not why we're here, right? Yogi is not trading today. After 20, 30 years or longer, Yogi isn't trading today because he hit one home run, because he sat in the same stock for a whole day, right? For a whole week, and he made $1 million, and then he's like, nope, I'm done, right? The key is consistent wins. So we're gonna keep scalping and staying green, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. And if you can consistently do that, guess what? You're gonna be fine, right? So it's not about the home runs, it's about consistency. Alrighty. So when we say move your stop loss up or take gains, is because we want you to be consistent and be green. Cool? Cool. There we go. Look at PPSI. Raymond, criminal. There you go. So your entry was good, Raymond, right? Your entry was good. So you're at 1470 now, Raymond. There you go. Right? So same thing with CM. Perfect, Sam. Perfect. Perfect. If you have any questions, Sam, ask in Stock General already. If you have any questions, ask in Stock General. You should have taken your gains tracks. You should always take the gains. Yeah. Perfect. What's your position in open, Andrew? To connect with you, open. So you have a massive gains on open, during its run up, and now you really want to become my goal is to truly follow perfect. Andrew, you booked a session though, right? You used the calendar and booked something. You're scared? Okay, I'll take a look in a second. So PPSI, that 50 EMA, right? If you look to the left hand side, this resistance right there matches with the 50 EMA. So that's why PPSI is kind of struggling here a little bit, right? We have a nice little W, right? W, that thing needs the volume to send it though. So you're just kind of struggling at the little bit of resistance here, right above 470. PGEN is making brand new highs. D, that looks good. Nice looking chart. Nice looking chart, PGEN. Good job. D, are you in this one? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ah, I see. Interesting. Perfect. But you were looking? Okay, yeah. Your entry would have been a retest of $3, right? Like again. We're seeing this a lot, aren't we? Right? Like where we have resistance at $3, we push, we come back to retest and then pop. It's a good thing, isn't it? Tracks, what's your stop loss at for SRXH? What's your stop loss at? I might be looking for closer to 50 cents if it's actually consolidating and trying to curl. Righty? That's what I'd be looking for. As close as possible to 50 cents if it can get there and consolidate and curl. And then PPSI is still just playing games here with that 50 EMA. So you need some volume there, CM and so Jeffrey says I'm in BSOK at 1275. If it stays above 1215, I should be fine. Let's take a look. I wish you got in closer to $12, right? Because that's where you actually had the consolidation. As long as it stays above $12, it should be okay. Hopefully you get a pop here back to above 13 though. Did I miss any questions? Probably did. If I missed your question, sorry. Go ahead, retype it at the bottom. Good morning, Pizza. How are you? You got in before the consolidation. You did, right? Because you can see the candles holding at $12, not 12.75, right? But you're green in that position for now, so hopefully we can, like I said, break above 13 and then start pushing for you. Yeah. So like I said, for SRXH, closer to 50 cents, right? And if it can consolidate there, then better. Alrighty, because 50 cents was your last retest. So I think we just hit 53, almost. You ready for Fantasy Chaos to start, Peter? Are you ready? Back to PGEN, guys. Look at PGEN go. PGEN is like, hello, hello. That's a nice pop on PGEN. Oh, that's okay that you made monies. I still need to look at open for you, Andrew. There you go, PGEN. That was a really good retest for PGEN. Type yes in the chat if you're in PGEN. Type yes in the chat if you're in this one. Oh yeah, let's go, Pyro, the criminal. Yeah, Pyro's been spamming this one a little bit. Yeah, well done. BB, maybe this is gonna help you get back to a green week, right? Misfits, how much cooking are you doing? Like at this point, you might as well just open, like a business that says we cook in here. Good job, by the way. Good job. Like you hit the ground running in this community. BB, good. So stay green though, right? Stay green in this position. Don't let it yeah. Let me take a look at Open here. Open had some news this morning, right? The stock is done okay. Your entry for Open would have been closer to 320, Andrew, right? We say that because you can see it, right? The green zone, the consolidation. Um, now when you get closer to 350, 360, you already have a supply zone there, but you also have the level that we failed at last time. Obviously, why the supply zone is there, right? So this level is a bit of a problem. Um, so to me, you're way too close to resistance. Sometimes when you're that close, I'd rather you break above it or come back and retest, closer to 320 for Open. Alrighty. So really good base though. That was really good. So this would have been perfect at the bottom there for Open. Right. I wish you asked earlier. Again, it looks really good for anybody that's in it now because they can just hope that we break out. They can hope because they're in a position. Right. There we go. Uh, with like the no fees broker, give me more options, but still no fees. There we go. Follow the chart. Tracks. It's still holding 50 cents, so hopefully. But again, this is an issue with like managing that position, though, right? Um, this is an issue with managing the position. You were green on this stock, alrighty. So it might be a bit of a learning experience. Wood, can you see my comments? I can. Yeah. What's your question? Not heating up. Yeah. No, that's annoying. Um, changed my life this week. The day I joined the community, let's go, Misfits. Congratulations. So again, like I said, SRXH holding 50 cents. Maybe there's a bit of hope. So hopefully it stays above. PPSI quite predictable, right? Double top, 50 EMA, back to the demand zone. So no surprises there. Open is kind of struggling with that 350. Surprise, surprise. No, not really. So everything seems to be quite predictable. And then PGEN is the one that's been gaining the attention for now. Can you look at CapX? What's the ticker symbol and what's your position in that play, Wood King? Let me know. Yeah. What's your position? Let me know what the ticker symbol is, and let me know where your entry is, and I'll take a look. Cool. Mhm. Yep. Lee, don't overstay your welcome. Right. In those positions. Yep. Use a stop loss, please. I know we hate stop losses, but the ticker symbol is C. That's it. It's CPX. Thank you very much, Musty. I didn't think that was it. Uh, CP CPX. It's a Canadian stock, isn't it? Is it a Canadian stock? If it's a Canadian stock, throw it in the garbage. The one on top. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Yeah, that's the one I have up. It's an OTC stock as well, isn't it? Uh, you're looking for the 6-month chart. It's done well. Good thing it's not a Canadian stock because I was ready to trash it. I was ready to go in trash this one, right? What's your entry price in this again? Um, this one's quite predictable, right? This is why technical analysis is so important. Yep, there you go. This is why technical analysis is so important, guys. Just like the Oilers, right? So you can see the predictable nature. Like look at this. Green zone, double bottom, and then boom, right? Last time this thing had a run, this was what time is this? This was 2024, July 2024, right? So over a year ago, it failed at 50 cents, 48.50 cents. So and now it's sitting at that same price again on the right hand side. So if you're in a nice position, maybe consider taking some gains or moving your stop loss up. But nice pop, right? You're at a double top. So it's had a good run for you. London stocks. Yeah. Okay, moving on. BSLK is still fighting to hold that $12. Who is in again at 12.70? So as long as it stays above, as long as you stay above $12, I think you have a chance. Alrighty for BSLK. So here comes alrighty. So there goes 12.95. So that's looking okay. PGEN I think is having a hard time like with that 350. Yeah, CODX with a bit of a comeback. See if that thing can do anything there. So you're watching that 50 cents there for SRXH. PPSI back to the same bottom, right? 450, 445. So watch that level there. And then opinion chain on TIVC. You're in at $4. It's now at 4. Ooh, okay. I like looking at positions where you're making money, I'm like, okay, let's go look, Shane. Come on. Come on. Let's go. I like it. Do you have a stop loss in this, Shane? Because you have resistance at three at 450, 460 here. Um I like it. I'm trying to zoom in, but for some reason it's not working. There we go. I don't know if I take those gains here and 450, 460, Shane. Right? I would either consider because you have a little bit of room all the way to the VWAP. That thing could easily run to $5. There is room to $5, right? So I think you just need a breakout here, though. Like here we go. It's really fighting. So I would either be watching. So I would probably if this was me, I'd probably put a stop loss right below 430. Alrighty. So put a stop loss there. Or I would take those gains as we're playing with 450, 460. Alrighty. Hopefully it does break out for you though. Spy dipping, John. Patrick says, just curious, how do you get alerts for volume aside from the Discord alerts for volume? You can set up a scanner on TradingView, Patrick. I have a volume scanner on TradingView. So sometimes when it doesn't go up the alert, it usually goes off my scanner. So you can set it up like if a stock gets more than this in this specific time frame, it will send you an alert. So you can set it up like that if you want. BSLK, that thing actually popped really nicely to 1380, 1350. Who was in that position again at 1275? Can't remember now. Ah, come on now, give us the boom skis. We need to thrust. Yeah, so 1350 is such a big level for this one, right? For BSLK. Ayo, Rob, ayo. Pop up at those 2 days. Yeah, no. So you're just dealing with 1350 resistance here on BSLK. So it needs to break and close above if we want to push again. If it wants to pump it again. No, I have time, Peter, right? I have time. The deadline isn't until like the deadline isn't for like another 2 hours, so I have a lot of time. I hope you missed the deadline. No way, not today, Peter. I'm gonna leave the stream with at least 30 minutes to spare, and then no one better bug me. 1340, beautiful. I know, Shima. I know. We just didn't have enough, you know. We just didn't have enough. Stu just messaged me today, asking if there's no league for hot trades. So I think if we had enough, you know, we would have done it. But only like 4 people, right? And then only like 4 people. Everybody was slacking. And then Stu didn't get back to me till like today, with a few hours to go. And then Pablo wasn't getting back to me either. So then it's, you know, Michelle wasn't getting back to me either. Well, Michelle, yeah, Michelle was sick. But so then it's, you know, 3 people. So like being responsive. Anyways, yeah, let's see what it does there at that 50 cents. Jeff, no. Good morning, Bilal. You'll never be greedy again. That's what life teaches you, you know. That's what life is for. Life will teach you what you need to know over and over until you learn. You know what I mean? So don't be greedy. I know, Mark. I sent Grim a message. He just hasn't responded yet. So hopefully everything is okay. Mm, Hopefully he's okay. The last time I heard from him was 2 weeks ago. That's when his brother had a stroke, right? Um, so I'm not, you know, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. He's usually very responsive, except so hopefully nothing crazy happened. Um, that was longer than 2 weeks ago. Okay, I have no idea. Tony, time just goes, you know. Yeah, hopefully he's okay though. Hopefully. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Grim got married, and then he was about to come back. Grim was telling me I need to go on vacation so he can, you know, because he's coming back. He's like, go on vacation, I'm coming back. And then his brother had a stroke, so he's dealing with, yeah, yeah. Hopefully. How do you switch from legend to goat? If you click on the same link, you should be able to switch. So this is how you upgrade your membership. I'll pull it up here. How to. So this is how you do it. I think. Yeah, there you go. So these are the steps. Um, these are the steps that work. So you go to the channel page, right? And then you click on see perks, and then it should give you the option, like you there should be an option there too that says change level, right? So change level, right? And then upgrade to the new level. And you sometimes it doesn't work on your computer, so you have to use the app, right? Yeah, exactly. So mm, yep. And then go to the one-on-one channel and schedule something. Yeah, PPSI, look at this, guys, right? That resistance was just way too strong. This is another case of we take what the chart gives you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you get into a position and you're like, oh, I'm getting into this position here, right? It's a double bottom, it's a W, right? But then the chart doesn't want to give you more than 5 cents, more than 10 cents. You have to take that 10 cents or that 5 cents or put a stop loss, right? Because if you don't, then you end up being red. And that's pretty annoying. SRXH is still holding that 50 cents, right? So, like I said, 50 cents is the level that it needs to try and stay above, right there. So, it looks like we're bouncing on 50 cents for SRXH. It's trying, fighting. So, I better keep fighting. Otherwise, it's going to have other problems. BSLK, beautiful stock today, right? But you have that resistance at 1350. And look at that. We just got slapped from 1350. Surprise, surprise, right? Nothing is really surprising today. These charts are all doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, George, you got in a PMNT. That's the one you're in at 68 cents. No stop loss. Don't make me find you, George. Use stop losses, please. Please. And then open. Open is surprising. No, open is not really surprising, right, Andrew? So $3.50 for open is strong resistance. Everything we're looking at today is quite predictable, right? PGEN, $3.50, predictable, right? And now retesting the breakout. So resistance closer to that level, and then we're potentially retesting the breakout, right? Like we always do. So let's see if PGEN can curl at that level there, and then go from there. Yeah, that was a nice little consolidation range there for TIVC. Nice little bottom. Number one, number one, number one. Let's see. Peter, what time is the deadline again? Before I miss it. Shima, did you join the other league? Did you join the other league, Shima? You did? Okay. Let's see here. La, la, la. Uh, that's funny, Peter. Yeah, TIVC said double top. Mm-mm. Yeah, Floyd. Ah, criminals. Okay, what else is happening here? So tracks, you're coming back just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. That 50 cents, it's giving you a little bit of hope. So as long as that thing stays above 50 cents, there's a bit of life, right? 50 cents is the magic number. Any news for PPSI, Maurice? Not sure actually. Yeah, there was yesterday. Last night there was. Now it's just it's moved today based on that, and it's selling off now. So what broker do you guys are you guys using? Do you guys link brokers to TradingView and TradingView found that my broker is not allowed stop loss directly? No, it's not, Lamb. So I use TradingView just for the technicals, just for the chart, nothing else. Alrighty. So which broker do you use? So you can always, if you want to, you can always use Webull, right? This is what happens when you're thinking about too many things at the same time. You can barely formulate a sentence. But anyways, yeah. So TradingView is just for me for the technical. Some people connect it to Webull and interactive brokers and stuff like that. I don't like it because I've seen people mess up, and also you can't really set stop losses using that unless you set it on your broker and then it shows up on TradingView. And maybe you can move it, but yeah. So Webull, interactive brokers, some of the best. The IPO, yeah. I wasn't like the two IPOs today. I think I just not interested. Um, yeah, not really interested. Not yet. The second one's not listing though, but yeah. TradingView, William, you like it? Yeah. Trade. There's nothing. Yeah, TradingView is the best when it comes to technical analysis. I think the issue is because like trading views is like technicals is what they do, but your broker has, they're trying to give you broker data and place your trades and comply and technicals. So they can't be good at 100 different things. BSOK was a perfect double top there. So if you took your gains, congratulations. If you wanted the diamond hands, congratulations. I'm kidding, by the way. For Quest Trade, yeah, Canadians, Floyd. That's because Canada is the best, Quest Trade. Deleting the account server shows the email is already registered with Discord, although I deleted the account. Lingerie, you're not even a member. So whatever you're doing isn't going to work. This is like going to the grocery store and picking up all the groceries you want and then going to the checkout and saying, oh, dang, can I leave with the groceries? They're like, no, you have to pay for the groceries. You're like, what if I change the groceries? You know? What if I pick an apple instead of a banana? They're like, no, you still can't leave with it. You have to become a member first before you can do all of that. Can't just go to the grocery and just walk away with the groceries. Like, but what if I take, cinnamon cookies instead of the chocolate chip cookies? No, you have to pay for the cookie. So stop playing with your email and uh sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Ah, let's go, Yogi. I'll be nice, Pyro. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. BMNR. Any idea why it dropped 90%? Because it's a stupid scam. No news, just FUD. Yeah, that thing pumped like 400% yesterday with no news. So I'm not surprised of slapping it. Someone's probably behind that Winterfell. Were you guys in Discord last night? If you were not in Discord last night, something crazy happened, right? We had three different stocks, like just out of nowhere, out of nowhere. Look at this one, right? Look at this, 95 cents. 95 cents, guys. This thing is at 95 cents. But yesterday, though, yesterday, look at this. Look at this. Yesterday, this thing was at $7, $8, and then all of a sudden it just started cooking. It just started flying. No news, just started flying and flying and flying and flying. Right? And then it double topped at 34 cents. And then today it's at 95 cents. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? $34 to 95 cents. Sheesh. If you promote into this, damn. If you promote into this damn thing, oof, they cooked you. They cooked you. My goodness. Sheesh. Yep. This stuff is way too dangerous, right? When stuff moves like that without news and it's from China, mm-mm. The funny part is there were two other names that did the exact same thing, right? CUPR was the other one. Look at this one. Oh! Exact same chart. Oh, this one's at 94 cents. Oh my days. Same thing yesterday. Like it just started cooking and cooking and cooking. Look at that. Cooking. $37. $37. Right? From $9, $10 to 37, and then they cooked it today. Oh my goodness, guys. What a scam. Yup. From the Cayman Islands, Probably the same person that was taking monies out. They wanted to pump it and then take the money and run. And then there was one more that did the same thing. There was a Q in the name or something. I can't remember. Yeah. Just way too dangerous. Way too dangerous, guys. Oh well. Yep. Yeah. Can you imagine shorting that stock? You'd be so rich right now. Just imagine shorting it. Would be amazing. That'd make your whole year. Yeah. Yup, definitely something fishy. Especially when two stocks, three stocks do the exact same thing. It's fishy. Anybody gonna find them though? Probably not. They're gonna charge them $100. $100 fine. They'll be like, sorry, don't do it again. Shima, you're going to the garden again, aren't you? Unbelievable. Leave the garden alone. Come play with the markets. No, it's getting a little bit slow. I think it's because we've had a really good week, guys, and it's Friday. So things are kind of slowing down a little bit. It's been a really good week, and it's Friday. And it wasn't a bad morning either, so people are just, resting a little bit. But we have time. We're gonna stay, and hopefully something can cook soon. Cook one more stock before we can leave. Probably Benjamin. Shima has a life. Sheesh, I know. Shima, enjoy your day, enjoy the weekend, and see you in Discord. Yeah, yeah, NUTR. Yeah, I think. I mean, it's coming back from 340 to $4. Um, yeah, super slow though. Usually, buy your swing positions on Friday. Yep, yep. Nothing crazy. We'll look for some swing plays later. The one that we've been looking at is Easy Go, right? Easy Go, but that thing keeps going back and forth, 35 to 40 cents. It's the exact same range we talked about, right? Close to 35 cents, but we also need to break 40 cents. So we keep going back and forth, 35, 39, 35, 39. It's just so Easy Go needs to break out at some point, and then it's ready. Uh, XRSH is still holding that 50 cents track. So you're still in your position. So we need something to go boomskis. We need something to go boomskis. Mm. uh, Miami. Do, 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 do. Uh, them down to there we go. There we go. 55. 55 cents. CUPR is halted up, guys, if that means anything. There we go. 56 cents. Yeah. 44. Okay. You missed Lee. Not Lee. Yeah. You missed the good morning chaos. So 50 cents. Anybody buy SRXH at 50 cents, guys? Or close? Anybody get in on that dipski? Mm. Anybody? Run away, la 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 la. Sean, good. 52, good. Green, good, good, good. Let's see if we can break out here, though. Pyro, yeah, I think so. I needed to break above 40 cents. That'd be nice. Like 35 and below seems to be a good spot, but it needs to break to the upside, though. 52 as well, Michael. Okay. Yeah, Winterfell. Yep. Isn't that crazy that it's halted up? It's like, do we just talk about it on stream and then people? Oh. Wait, I mean, that was the. Anyways, ignore me. Let's quietly move on. Ayo, Jomo. What's up? What's up? Yeah. So there goes super super slow. But if you picked it up 50 cents, that'd have been okay. 50 cents. CUPR halted up and squeezing. I'm kidding. Yeah, leave that thing alone, please. Leave that Chinese scam alone. Kind of feels like lunchtime, doesn't it? Can we get something to cook here, though? Come on, SRXH, give us the boomskis. Give us the boomskis. Okay. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Already. Take a second, smash a like. I would appreciate that. And hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there. Alrighty? Come join us in Discord. I'm just looking at a few things here. There we go. 57, guys. Ooh, I like it. I mean, if nothing else, just a little nice gamble, right? Of 50 cents, right? A little bit of like 7 cents, 5 cents. It's better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. So that VWAP is coming up here, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. The VWAP here is going to be a bit of a problem. So right below 58 cents, between 57 and 58, hopefully we break it. Alrighty? But where's Trax? Trax was complaining about this one, right? Not performing. So Trax, we yeah, Rob, it's not even the same, not even close. Right? Yeah. True. So like sometimes one will catch one will miss the other one, and then the voice catches a whole bunch more. Not just like reading that, but like catches a whole bunch more, and sometimes catches it before. So it's not the same. Promise. Okay, now it's halted down. Not this. Oh, so you guys were just waiting for me to say easy go so you could FOMO into the damn thing, Jeff? But not Jeff. Jeff was already in. Easy go. So, like I said, I like this one, guys. Right, for a swing play. Right, we posted this already. That's the secret. Pump it on stream. Unbelievable. This thing wasn't doing anything until Jeff started spamming it on stream, and then we talked about it. And then Raven, not Raven, Pyro, it looks that way. Unbelievable. Okay, now let's break up our 40 cents. 40 cents. Um, Unbelievable. No, that's okay though. Right? Again, like I said, the entry closer to the bottom there, and or break above 40 cents there. So see if that thing can give us a breakout. The chart looks nice. They have some nice things going for them. So the damn thing just needs to break out. You can see that I have an alert above 40 cents. I wasn't really paying attention. I just left the alert there. I have an alert at the top and an alert at the bottom. So anyways, moving on. SRXH, that VWAP is acting as resistance, which we knew was going to be resistance, right? So that's not a surprise. By now we know anytime a stock is approaching the VWAP, it's going to be a problem right there, right? So this little red line you see, that's the VWAP, right? So from green to red, VWAP. That line is always going to be a problem. And oof, damn. Okay. So, but again, none of this is surprising, right? Look at that. None of this is surprising. None of it is surprising. So sometimes you just have to take what the chart gives you. Right? Sometimes you just have to take what it gives you. Alrighty. We wanted to pump to 60 cents, but it's like, nope. Yeah. uh, yep. Sock monkey, give me a high five. Well done, right? Good. So that's what we talked about. So don't play too much, right? You see warning signs, you take warning signs. Otherwise, they make you the warning sign with your blood. So it's stalling at the VWAP. It's not a good thing. So now let's see if we can stay above 50 cents again. Alrighty. Easy go again. We like this one, and it's a swing play, right? But again, the entry was closer to 35, and now it needs to break 40 cents for confirmation of more. Alrighty, so that thing has work to do. Has work to do. Has work to do. CODX just keeps going back and forth here. Just back and forth. I wish this thing didn't have all of that supplies on there. It would have done well, I think. Would have done well. BSLK is testing that view out there as well. PGEN broke below and then reclaimed it. Yeah. It was a nice pop. And we're still holding 50 cents for now on this one, I guess. Come on, give us a thrust something. Should we cut the bait? What's your entry again? What's your entry again on PMNT? If I was in this position, I would cut the bait if we broke below 50 cents. That's what I would do. Alrighty. Yeah, for 60. Yeah, okay. If I was in this position, I would cut the bait if we broke below 50 cents. I put a stop loss right below 50 cents and pray we don't break it. Right. The reason for that is because this is a bounce up 50 cents. This is a bounce up 50 cents. So if it's bouncing off, good. If it breaks below, not so good. Right. I also think that you could have taken a smaller loss when we were in this supply zone. But for now, let's see what happens. As long as it stays above 50 cents, Baldwin. So it looks like we're talking about 50 cents a lot today on some of these names. Alrighty. So we shall see what happens. Come on, something else thrust. Thrust, thrust, thrust. Come on, Tony, thrust something, please. We need some boomskis. Maybe it's going to be SRXH of 50 cents again. Thrust, 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 thrust. Is it dead? Yeah. Well, the resistance was there, and I don't think it's completely dead yet, though, just because we're still above that last low, and it was still above the 200 EMA, and we're still above 10 cents. But yeah, the sell was at 1350, which criminals like Rob was selling at 1350. So you can blame them, or you can congratulate them. You know. Congratulations, United Health. Silly BTC. Silly BTC. Silly BTC. Why is everything so slow? What happened? Where did all the volume go? What happened, guys? Mm. Perfect. Joel, are you connected and good to go in Discord? I think Sam is good. Andrew is good. Andy, I think Andy is good. Yeah, Andy upgraded, so Andy's been good. So, Raymond says, "Hey, yo, Raymond, how can I get in on a trade in pre-market? You have to find a broker that gives you access to pre-market. Is that what you're asking for? So you can get a broker like Webull. Webull allows you to trade at 4 a.m. in the morning, all the way to 8 p.m. at night, right? I say 8 p.m., 6 p.m. 8 p.m. is my time. Or actually, maybe I'm messing that up. But anyways, Webull gives you access to that. Interactive brokers, Mumu. So get a broker like that. Yeah, Mumu gives you access to that as well. Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah, UFG. So CUPR, Fly, and UFG. Those were the three scam stocks last night. Yeah, my voice is my voice is disappearing. There we go. Said you guys have been. I mean, we have been thrusting this week, though, right? We've thrusted this week. It was a good week. So yeah, Rob, I need some honey over the weekend. Some honey and some tea all weekend long. Um, with you guys, and I'm ready. Let's go, Joel. Good. I'm ready to with some great minds. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, take your time, go through all the channels. If you have any questions, ask in stock general. You can get the algo as well, right? Study the algo. All of the above. So, Carl, the reason I say you're looking for as close to 50 cents as possible. It's not because it's not going to break down. Is because if it does break down, you lose 1 penny, right? Whereas if you get in at 58 cents, 57 cents, James, yeah. If you get in at 58, 57, 55, and we break below 50 cents, you just lost 7 cents. You just lost 6 cents, right? So you always want to look for closer to the bottom than you do to the top. Yeah, ADN looks good. ADN. Yeah, nice little pop there. Actually, that looks really nice. Obviously, now you're at a double top though, so be careful. But that was a nice little dip and curl there. Nice little dip and curl. Lee, you FOMOed into this one or no? Sheesh, nice. Very nice. I wonder if it's actually going to close above that level though. There goes 550. That's a very nice curl off the bottom there, especially. Raymond says I'm losing money on TIVC, PMNT. Couldn't get in pre-market. That's why. Raymond, yeah, get a new broker if you need to. If you probably don't know how to execute the trade, maybe if that's the case, you might just have to YouTube it. Um, Yeah, Raymond, click the link at the bottom of the chat. Come join us in Discord. There we go. Alrighty, click that link at the bottom of the chat. Come join us in Discord. Damn, ADN is flying there, Lee. Flying. That thing moved. Alrighty. And there goes 570. See, we need candles like these on some of the other charts, Make it happen. Easy go. Give us a candle like that. You're gaining 300 now, Lee? Good. Well done. I don't see any news on this, so don't stay too long because that thing is going to get dropped as well. Yeah, don't stay too long. UFG is up 21 cents now, 21%. Interesting. I don't know if I even want to look at these names, Jeff, what's your entry price on that thing? On Easy Go? It like that 40 cents is such a hard level. Such a hard level. And ADN is just cooking here out of nowhere. You're up more than 300 now, Ali. More than 300 now. Here comes $6. Yeah, make sure you pay yourself up on the way up there. $35.10. Oof, nice. I like it. That was the level, Jeff, right? So closer to 35 cents or break above 40 cents. We've done one, we haven't done the other, which is pretty annoying. So at some point it's gonna need to do the other. Here comes $6. That was a good breakout. It just broke and said bye bye. Did anybody else FOMO into ADN in the chat? Anybody? Anybody? Damn. We should have FOMOed into this one, Jeff. That thing is cooking. Yeah, if it's reaching 50 cents and it's dropping below, don't touch it, right? It needs to be getting to 50 cents and consolidating. Alrighty? It's still holding above though, so you should still be okay. You did misfits? Ooh, look at you. Look at you. Yes, in the chat. Yeah, no news on this, so just be ready, right? Be ready to run. Lee's up $600. Yeah. Lee, congratulations. That was quick. Right? So make sure you take those gains at some point, please. Alrighty. For now it looks very good. No signs of stalling, but at some point run away. Especially with no news, right? Especially with no news. So maybe someone's pumping it, right? And look at that, it lost 40 cents in 2 seconds, right? So that's why you want to be ready to run. And yeah, be ready to run. Yeah, maybe end of the day, maybe over the weekend. That's the problem with swing plays, Jeff. That's the problem with swing plays. Is you look at something and it looks perfect, everything lines up, just the volume's missing, right? The question is, when does it get found? When, you know, when? Who knows? It says 100 million standing. Mm. Yeah, but that's okay though, Musty. So free float, I think TradingView shows the free float, and then other websites show the outstanding shares. So the entire thing. What's the entry again for Meg L? I know I asked you this question yesterday. Yep, exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Yeah, what's the entry for Meg L? $130. Okay, I'll take a look. I will take a look ski. But first, though, welcome to the community, Greg. Welcome. EQ with a nice little pop there. Yeah, looks like SR. Yeah, SR broke below 50 cents. So, like I said, right, if SRXH is dropping to 50 cents, but it's dropping with a lot of volume, don't touch it, right? Don't touch it. So, that thing dropped with too much volume there for now. Meh. Yeah, free fall. Yeah. So, weakness, right? Stop losses. Meg L. Let me take a look. So you're in at $1.30. Greg, welcome to the community. This is your invite at the bottom of the chat. Alrighty. So click this invite and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Welcome. Greg, you're green in this stock. Not Greg. Right, you're green in this position, right? New, so you should be okay. It just doesn't have any volume, Miguel. I'm waiting for the daily chart to load here. I like your entry a lot, actually. Craig. Anyways, you know what, Dan? I like your entry, new. I like your entry a lot. So it just doesn't have the volume. It's like, look at this, 3,000 shares traded all day today. 3,000 shares, right? So no one's buying, no one's selling. It's just sitting there. Do better. Um, Good job, Lee. Well done. At least you made some money, right? Daily goal. I think you should have taken a lot more, but you did well, right? And it's pushing back up for $6 again. So just put a stop loss somewhere there, new, already above your entry price, and you should be okay. ADN. Yeah. You're just thankful you made money? Absolutely. Why is your wife mad at you? Why is your wife mad? What did you do? What did you do? What happened? Did you do what Dan did? Probably. Probably. Notice how Dan hasn't had breakfast for a while now? Hmm. Ah, I can give you some tips on how to hide from a mad wife. Oh. So far, just a breakout. People go wherever the money's at, right? We don't really care whether there's news or not. You know, it's just where the money's at. Dan is on a diet after vacation. He is, Pyro. No delicious breakfast, nothing. Just just fruit and water now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a well-known fact that Bigfoot can go on a week between meals. Ah, I didn't say anything, Dan. It was Jeff. You can roast Jeff. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, keep going, please. I like that Dan's getting roasted. I like it. Oh, there goes ADN with a retest of the breakout. So that 530. Good job on taking your gains, Lee. I can take it. Good job on taking those gains. Congrats. Otherwise, you'd be holding a nice little bag now. Let me look at the S&P. What are we doing? Are we back to green again? Mm, I mean, it's coming back from the dead. What stock will we be looking at next? Probably the one that says Discord membership. Botman. Probably that one. So you wanna get ahead and just get in it. Cause he doesn't like nice things. Tony doesn't like nice things. Just violence. That's all. Hmm. Interesting. UFG is looking okay, isn't it? Even though I don't like the stock. There you go. There you go, Jeff. There you go. Let me pull up UFG though. Yeah, that's not it. UFG. Hmm. And it's not the worst looking chart. Not the worst looking chart. It is a bit slow, isn't it? Let's give it at least another 20 minutes, guys. 20 more minutes, and then we can always leave and go back to Discord. Alrighty. So 20 more minutes, and then so I can work on my fantasy team before Dan, starts roasting me because I'm not in first place. Why does the fly thing keep halting up? Yeah, like I said, I don't trust this stock, right? Not for 1 second, but same thing with this one. How is it halting up if it's the same? Anyways, I mean, from $34, right, to 70 cents. I guess they're halting it up because it's bouncing up the bottom there. I guess. Who knows? Yeah, definitely very sketchy. This is not something you want to be in if it's going against you. Maybe it's gonna go back to $10. Maybe. I want to see if we can actually cross $1. ICU, yeah, I don't like that stock, New Elani. That thing has a history of scams. Scams. Hmm. After lunch, yeah. We shall see. We shall see. Anybody looking at any swing plays? Anything over the weekend? Maybe that'll help everybody else. Any swing plays, guys? Any swings? uh, I'm gonna be asking for free Discord until I get it one day. Probably not. Probably not. You could just pay for it if you're wasting the money in the market. Instead of asking me when to buy. Jeff, yeah. X-Wing stocks. Tank. We need something to cook for that. Squeeze TPIC. Okay. Sounds good. To the left, to the right, and thrust. Isn't that crazy, eh? Right? Yeah, flies under $1. CUPR, same thing. UFG is the only one that's actually held up from the push. Uh, to your TP, you take profit. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Pyro, it was there this morning. Yeah. No, we just didn't talk about it on stream because it wasn't really doing much. But Jeff the criminal got it though, which is I think it's a pretty nice entry. If the damn thing would just break 40 cents, that'd be pretty nice. But it seems like we every day we want to go up to 40 cents and come back down, right? Like this is the third day now. We go down, we go up, and then we fail. Like it's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying at this point. Open has been doing the same thing actually. Where's Andrew? Andrew, was it you looking for open? Open got back close to 320. That was your spot we talked about, right? Let's go, Rob. Absolutely. 10 points. Then yeah, that's annoying. The oldest message on the stock news board is around 8 hours ago, and it only has 11 followers. Yeah, they definitely something fishy went on there. I've been lurking in the background for a few hours, few days, few months. Finally joined. This is my official. K-Tall, you joined. How come your name is still gray in the chat? Maybe you have a different account. Proving. Okay. UFG is slowly creeping up again, guys. Ish. This one's doing some fishy business, but it's pumping now. Pumping. Is Fly unhalted? Yeah, Fly is above $1 now. It might actually be halted up again. 109. Pyro? Probably. Yeah, Fly's halted up again. Stuff like this, just be careful with. Just be careful with. Yeah, it's trying. And then, yeah, the other one, CUPR, halted down. So maybe this one's going to be halted down next time it unhalts. Crazy, crazy. BSLK, what are we doing here? Back to 11. Yeah, I mean, as long as this one can stay above $10, maybe there's, Yup. I think it's gonna be. It might just be a CODX. Still looks like it has something, to give. No volume. but it looks like we're gonna come back at some point, and it's gonna be at 50 cents. We're gonna be like, see, we knew it. We knew it. Carlene, I'm new to the community, hoping to cook with you all. Let's go. Welcome to the community. I think you connected already and you're good to go, right? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Like I was saying, make sure you spend the weekend going through all the channels, asking questions in stock general. Make sure you're really familiar with the community by next week already. So study, 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 study. Hmm. I would pay attention to those scam stocks. So again, after hours, because you never know. Maybe they pump again after hours. Thank you very much, Mark. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week. See you in Discord. See you in the Discord. Interesting. Okay. Is that very committed, or the scammer? When I click on join to purchase a plan, it shows sold out, do not buy. Yeah, lingerie, scroll down. You're going to see a level that says legend. Alrighty? Scroll down. You're going to see a different level that says legend, and then you can buy that level instead. And then once you do, and you connect it, your Discord will unlock. AI IPO. Probably. I mean, we look at every IPO, so probably if it's actually priced next week. What IPOs are coming on next week, guys? You can tell, like, you know, the IPOs we need to pay attention to, like, everybody knows, like, everybody knows because of the hype, right? If we look at like upcoming IPOs, um, I don't really see anything here that's special, right? These are just, smaller IPOs. Maybe one of them will cook, and then maybe like this PAOS will move. But this, yeah, so there's really nothing that's overly exciting, right? Obviously, we had Figma in the last month. We had some good IPOs, but yeah, for now, there's nothing that's overly exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I include that when I do a video tomorrow. There goes Fly, guys, 120, $1.20. Yeah, I promise you, I'm not sending you a friend request in Discord. I'm not, none of that. So if you get a friend request, you get a message, someone telling you to send you crypto, it's not me. Alrighty? I'm not asking you for your crypto. I don't need your crypto. I also don't need you to copy my trades. Um, I also don't need to check in on you. Alrighty? So make sure, again, another thing too is the names are not the same, right? Fly's halted up again. Did anybody FOMO into Fly? Damn, Fly. If someone messages you in Discord with the same name, if you put your mouse over the name, you're gonna see that my picture is different. Like, my picture is live. It's the thrust GIF, right? It's gonna move. Also, my name has the HTX beside it, right? It has the HTX roll beside it, guys. So if someone messages you and they don't have the roll, the picture doesn't move, and they're asking you about crypto, blah blah blah, it's a scam. Alrighty. uh, yeah. Back from lunch? You cooked it? Let's go, Patrick. What did you cook for lunch? Yeah, CODX is almost back to 32 cents per kb. Um, to make money, I tried this week to get after market open. Not true. Most of the names that people get in are after the market open, because most of them sell in pre-market. They get in and then sell before the market opens, and then they look for new opportunities. I think you just have to get used to it or find a strategy offline. So make sure you go to the new trader education channel over the weekend and watch some of those videos. Alrighty. And if you're really not sure, ask questions in Stock General. And if you're really not sure, get sign up for the Gold membership, and we'll talk about entries and exits. Alrighty. So make sure you're asking questions in Stock General. Alrighty. You're gonna see those alerts come in and whatnot. So yeah. So you don't have to get in pre-market. Most people sell before the market open and then they get in again. What's the difference between Cayman Island stocks or other penny stocks we play daily? What differentiates them? Some of the Cayman Island stocks are just like, there's a reason why like a company is based in New York or Hong Kong and they're claiming to be from the Cayman Islands, right? Fishiness. So some of the penny stocks we play, they're from Canada, they're from New York, they're from the States, they're from like specifically from Hong Kong, from China, right? Like there's a difference, you know? There's a difference. Whereas these guys are like running a company somewhere else and saying they're from the Cayman Islands. Yeah, right. So they're something fishy. He YOLO'd in fly. Nice. Nice. Like, yeah, exactly. 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 Yep. Do. Exactly. It's a lot. Do. I mean, let's see what happens with the on holds. Look at the other one, UFG, right? Like I said, I don't trust this thing. Pump and dump. Just be careful with fly as well. I mean, there's nothing else moving, so everybody seems to be excited about fly. Open is almost back to 350 again, which is nice. Andrew, did you take your position in open? That would have been a good entry for you. So 350 is still resistance. It is risky, Velvet. It is risky. I don't know why we have this line at the bottom here. I have no idea why, but only down 83% now. B triple U, the IPO. Yup. The other one, CUPR, is halted down. So scam. There goes the on halt, guys. Flies on halted again. If you play with this thing, just make sure it doesn't go below the last halt price, because if it does, it's gonna halt down. So make sure that thing doesn't go below $1.30. If it does, they're probably gonna slap it down. Alrighty. So just watch that. So there goes 150. Is Fly gonna halt up again, guys? From the club in Thailand. Yeah, it's halted up again. Damn. Okay, Fly. Yeah, it's halted up. So now you need to make sure that it doesn't go below 149, right? Craziness. You did? Very nice. Yeah, make sure it stays above. William, 137, 149. Something. Yeah, from 70 cents, 66 cents, from all-time lows to halt it up. Oh yeah. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, that $10 spot for BSLK, beautiful. Not bad at all. Did you get into this one, Tony? Yeah, so as long as it stays above $10, there's always a chance. Always a chance. Do 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 do. Do do. Well, 10 1070. I like it. Well done. Yeah, UFG was the other one. They're all fishy, right? Fly is the one that has the momentum for now. Jealous and exited all at the same time when I see you guys are making monies. Exited? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, excited like happy? Oh, I think I might have read that wrong then. Oh, excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. No, you should be. You should be. You're new to the community, right? Take your time, learn. It always seems overwhelming when people join, but you have to remember that you're joining with the same old like mentality, right? You just have to join and take your time and really just settle in, and then kind of see how things work. And you're gonna join us with the cooking, alrighty? So take your time. The monies will come, right? There's again, like I keep telling people, there's two phases to trading, right? Phase number one is education, right? um and for some people it takes, they take a long time in this phase. This is where you want to learn and paper trade and trade with a smaller amount of money and like really refine your strategy, right? But most people come into the market like right at phase one, and they're like, okay, let's make monies, you know let's make monies. Can you imagine showing up on day one of your job, you know and saying, pay me, please, pay me, I'm starting the new job today, I don't need to learn anything, just pay me, I'm here to get paid. They're gonna fire you, right? So it's like that. It's like that. With $100 to learn, yeah, that's the right way to do it. Smaller amounts of money. Okay, we're ready for the on halt. Yeah, just be ready to run on this thing, guys. Like if it starts dropping, be ready to run. I would prefer that it opens and stays above $1.49. If it's not above $1.49, you might want to think about running. Because if that thing holds down, who knows what happens after that. But you're in a position, and there it goes, 160. So it's perfect how it's on halting, right? Because it's giving you a chance to open above the halt price. That's all you can ask for. So as long as it's on halting and staying above, that's fine. If it goes below that 149, then you have other problems. So and there it goes. There it goes. There was 149, right? As soon as it goes below 149, I almost don't like it. As soon as it goes below 149, I don't like it. Soon as. So let's see what happens here. And guess what? Guess what, right? So this is kind of how you manage to halt on a stock like this. That's a scam, right? So and it's halted down. And it's gone, right? So I don't mind it. Just make sure the damn thing doesn't go below 149 because if it does, it's gonna halt down. And if it halts down, yeah, perfect CM. Look at that. Criminal. I spent 8 years trading for a job and I no longer no longer like. It's time to do something different. There you go, right? So yeah. So spend time. Trading is one of those things where it's gonna test you to the max. It's gonna frustrate you, but if you can spend the time learning it, it's gonna reward you, right, and give you the freedom. So um, yeah. So I always ask for people to be more patient with this because it can reward you a lot more. So but there you go. Run away. I'm $12,000 in the red currently. Therefore, at this time, I'm not able to. However, I would purchase the gold. That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. That's okay, Landre. But I also still find it interesting, though. People send me these messages all the time. I lost $12,000. I can't get a membership, right? And then they lose more money in the market because what's changed? Nothing. Like nothing's changed. So I always find that interesting. Like- And like when I say I get those messages all the time. Like someone will send me a message in my email and say, "Oh my goodness, Blaze, help me! Help! I lost everything. I'm down. I lost $10,000. I can't afford the membership." And then I won't respond to the email. And then the next day they'll send me another email say, "I really need help. I lost another $2,000 today." I'm like, "Yeah, well, what do you want me to do?" Yeah. So Fly is halted down now. Easy Go Jeff is just still just chilling here at 38 cents. We need Rob to make the phone call. Rob, come on now. Use some money. Puppet. Tell the story about Grim. Oh yeah, Grim. Yeah, when I think when Grim joined us, he was down like $30,000 or something like that. $30,000, and and then Grim made a lot of monies, and then really cooked. Like recovered all of that, well over $100,000 in a really short amount of time, right? So now he cooks. Yep. Now he has his own channel in Discord. Yep. Uh, yeah, no, these things though will be interesting to watch after hours. At this point, Fly would have been a yeah, exactly, Sam. So at the yeah, again, these names will probably be interesting to watch after hours. So we're gonna keep an eye on them. We will keep an eye on them for sure. Uh, So let's give it one more on hold, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty. So if you want to join us in Discord, especially over the weekend, and really learn, click this link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Sign up for the Legend or the Gold level if you want to. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new, and smash a like as well. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so let's give this one more on halt, and if it's halting down, we can just leave and go back to Discord and go continue. So yeah, make sure you come join us. We'll leave in a few minutes. Alrighty. And then again, for now, the only swing play that I'm looking at is this one, right? Easy go. Like I said, it was closer to 35 cents. If not, you want to wait for a break of 40 cents. And Fly is gonna hold down again, right? Fly is gonna hold down again. So are we surprised? Like we said, don't let this thing go below 149. If it does, you have a problem, right? There it goes again. It's halted down again. So no one should be surprised. If you got into this, hopefully you're not surprised and panicking, right? So when a stock is halting up, that's fine. Just let it halt up, right? Keep halting up. That's cool. But as soon as it breaks below the last halt high, get rid of it. Get rid of it because you don't know what's gonna happen below the abyss. Pyro, I lost 50K. That's when I decided to join Discord family, and then I found out. Let's go. Yeah, Raven. Yeah, love it. Yep. Not unrealized gains. Yep. Love it, Pyro. Yeah. And I think we've talked about that halt strategy somewhere in the educational videos, right? So when a stock is going up, your stop loss should be right like 1 cent below the last halt price, right? In this case, especially, like sometimes you can't really do that because some stocks like are good stocks and they keep going up and down and then halt up and then go back below and then halt up. But this one's very clear, right? It's a scam. So as soon as it goes below 149, you don't want to be there. Run because you're gonna get T-Rexed. T-Rexed. Let me know if you have any last questions, guys. This name might not be done, probably not, but we'll see what happens on a retest, and then maybe some after hour like craziness. Easy go again is still a swing play. Anything else, guys? Any other questions before we hop off? So we're gonna be in stock general when we hop off. Alrighty. So if you're new, welcome. Uh, Learning how to trade futures with a consistent strategy with no. Follow the sometimes I make monies without even trying. Let's go. Let's go, Zoro. So Zoro is playing with futures now, Dan. Future. Love it. Yeah, passed a few evals. There we go. Aren't you tired of getting banned, Bodman? Can I find the Bobe Algo in Discord? Yes, Patrick. It's in the Bobe Algo channel. Has my name changed color, trying to get everything right in the Discord and sign up, Kids Hall? As long as you follow the steps and you have the right email, you should be good to go. But your name is still gray in the chat though, so I don't know. Anyways, Jordan, welcome to the community. Let's go. Let's go, Jordan. Just in time. Jordan's like, let me get in. Let me get in, Jordan. Have a blessed weekend as well, Pyro. Hey, yo, Jordan, welcome to the community. We're about to leave in 2 minutes or so. 2 more minutes. Alrighty. So click this link at the bottom of the chat, Jordan. That's your Discord invite. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. So click the link. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. If you're not sure what to do, there are 2 videos there. So the second last one will show you how to connect. Then the last one will show you like how the channels work. So welcome. Chester, next week. We have a one-on-one next week. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, Jordan, follow those steps, and we're gonna just wait a minute or so. And if it's not working, let me know. Look at Fly, guys. Fly's at $1 now, 104. Surprise! Some fries. Right? Hopefully, no one's holding a bag. Hopefully, no one is holding a bag. Let's go, Lisa. Thank you. There you go. Do I think it's going to go back up? I think if we can find a bit of support at $1, maybe. But now, yeah. Lingerie sounds good. Absolutely. That's okay. Yeah. Again, KT, as soon as we break below the previous hold price, do not stay. Sell it. Right? Yeah. Yeah. CODX might play around and become a swing play, you know? You just linked it. Does it give you access? KTOL? If it does, then you're fine. The link is not working. Copy the link and I use a different browser, maybe. Jordan. That's the link again at the bottom. Make sure you're What's your Discord name, Jordan? Is it Nico? Yeah. Yeah. So follow the steps. It's not going to give you access right away, right? You have to go. So click the link. You're going to have one channel in Discord. You have to follow the steps in that one channel. Once you do, then it will unlock everything else. So follow those steps. Not today. I mean, at least it's not dying. And that 27 cents when the news came out is still the same low of the day. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we'll see how it performs going into the end. If you do become a member over the weekend or at some point later, just send me an email, hottradesx@gmail, and I will send you an invite. Or again, the invite is in the community section on YouTube. Alrighty? So you just do that. Are you still scalping this one, Tony? PSLK? KV? You're paper trading it? Okay, good. 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 I'm sure something's gonna move as soon as we leave, but that's okay. It worked. Going through the steps now, Jordan. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, if you have any questions, send me a DM in Discord. Mhm. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the week. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Make sure you take some time and review your trades, or ask questions if you have questions. If you struggled this week, make sure you ask for help, please. Alrighty. Also, spend some time outside. Go outside and touch grass before winter comes, please. Alrighty. It's nice to get some fresh air and get the mind right, so you're not just focus on chaos. So, CM, good job this week. Well done. Love it. Salat, well done. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Much love. Thank you very much again for the support. I really appreciate that. And so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know, Tony. I need to go outside. Uh, thank you, Patrick. Yeah, let's go back to Discord. Hopefully, we can make some monies in Discord or for some swing plays or after hours. So there's a lot of time left. We're just going to continue in Discord. Cool. Have a wonderful weekend, Jericho. Stay green and wealthy. Dan, I take some winter. It's sweaty. Really? You would? I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, for you, yeah, because it doesn't get that cold. Slacker. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Brian, have a wonderful weekend later. T, keep cooking. T, have a wonderful weekend. Fly is holding $1 for now, so that $1 level is going to be important, I think. Right. So we'll continue watching this in Discord. It's actually halted up. Fly is halted up at $1. Gucci, have a wonderful weekend. Really? Sammy, thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend as well. And yeah, this is some crazy price action on this name. Back to 52 cents. See, that stuff is annoying, isn't it? Like when it goes below and then comes back like that. Anyways, much love all. Much love, Dan. Stefan, have a wonderful weekend. You're still having trouble, Ketal? You're not a member, so you have to become a member first before you can follow the steps, right? Even if you connect it, it's not gonna work because you're not a member. Your name is gray in the chat, so if you are a member, maybe it's with a different account. So you need to find that account, find the same email you're paying with, and connect that. Alrighty. So I think that's part of why you're having issues. It's you have multiple accounts or you're not a member at all. So check your Gmail emails, whichever one they send the payment confirmation to, use that to connect. If you don't see it, well, then you need to sign up. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Bye for now. Bye.